Home is more than just a place. It's a canvas for your most cherished memories and personal stories. The magic of vintage decor lies in its ability to transform ordinary spaces into a Every room becomes a beautiful narrative, weaving together pieces that whisper tales of nostalgia, comfort, and timeless elegance. The art of affordable vintage styling, a journey of creative expression. Decorating your home doesn't require a massive budget or professional design skills. It simply needs passion, creativity, and a keen eye for potential.
Welcome to Rustic Elegance. Let's embark on a journey through the beauty of rustic decor, celebrating the warmth, simplicity, and natural charm of this timeless design.
Vintage charm on a budget. Affordable shabby chic and English cottage decor ideas for every room. The world of vintage-inspired decor is an exciting playground where thrifted treasures, upcycled furniture, and carefully curated accessories come together to create spaces that are both beautiful and deeply personal. Each piece you choose is an opportunity to express your individual style, telling a story that goes far beyond mere decoration. Discovering your vintage soul, a warm invitation to home transformation. Imagine walking into a home that feels like a warm embrace, where every corner tells a story and every piece has a history. The journey of creating a vintage-inspired space is not about perfection, but about creating an environment that reflects your heart, your memories, and your dreams. This guide is your companion in discovering the joy of vintage decor, a roadmap to transforming your home into a haven of charm, comfort, and affordable elegance. 1. Cozy entryways. Repurposed antique consoles, wicker baskets, and fresh floral arrangements. Creating a warm welcome begins with transforming your entryway into a nostalgic sanctuary of vintage charm and personal style. The magic of an affordable vintage home makeover lies in the thoughtful curation of pieces that tell a story and create an inviting atmosphere. Every element, from weathered furniture to carefully chosen accessories, contributes to a narrative of timeless elegance and budget-friendly design. The art of vintage entryway styling, curating nostalgic spaces. First impressions matter, and a well-designed entryway sets the tone for your entire home's aesthetic. Vintage-inspired home decor thrives on the principle of mixing old-world charm with modern sensibilities, creating spaces that feel both authentic and fresh. The key to achieving this lies in carefully selected pieces that speak to your personal style while maintaining a cohesive, welcoming environment. Thrifty treasures, transforming spaces with vintage finds. Hunting for vintage treasures becomes an exciting adventure when you approach it with creativity and an open mind. Flea markets, thrift stores, and estate sales become treasure troves of unique pieces waiting to be reimagined. The art of budget-friendly vintage decorating involves seeing potential in overlooked items and giving them new life with a little imagination and care. Entryway essentials, top vintage decor products and brands. For those looking to elevate their entryway with curated vintage pieces, several brands and products stand out. Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines offers beautiful vintage-inspired console tables and decor pieces. Anthropologie provides exquisite wicker baskets and unique storage solutions. For budget-conscious decorators, Target's Threshold line and World Market offer affordable vintage-style accessories. Consider brands like Rachel Ashwell Shabby Chic for delicate floral arrangements and vintage-inspired textiles that add a touch of romantic charm to your entryway. Two, timeless living rooms. Cozy slip-covered sofas, distressed wood and vintage floral accents. Designing a living room that embodies vintage charm requires a delicate balance of comfort, style, and personal expression. The journey of creating an authentic vintage-inspired space begins with understanding the timeless appeal of classic design elements. Each piece should tell a story, creating a space that feels collected and curated over time, rather than purchased in a single shopping trip. Crafting vintage elegance, the soul of living room design. The essence of shabby chic decor lies in its ability to blend comfort with nostalgic beauty. Soft, neutral color palettes create a serene backdrop for carefully selected vintage pieces that add character and depth. Distressed wooden elements, whether in furniture or decorative accents, become the cornerstone of a truly authentic vintage-inspired living space. Layering vintage charm, textures, patterns, and personal touches. Creating depth in a vintage-styled living room involves masterful layering of textures and patterns. Vintage floral accents, from throw pillows to delicate wall art, introduce softness and romance to the space. The key is to mix and match pieces that feel collected, allowing each element to contribute to a cohesive yet eclectic vintage narrative. Living room vintage decor. Top recommended products and brands. For those seeking to bring vintage charm to their living rooms, several brands offer exceptional pieces. Pottery Barn provides beautiful slip-covered sofas in soft, neutral tones. Rachel Ashwell's Shabby Chic collection offers romantic floral textiles and accessories. Restoration Hardware excels in distressed wooden furniture pieces. For budget-friendly options, consider HomeGoods for vintage-inspired accents and Wayfair for affordable vintage-style furniture that doesn't compromise on quality or aesthetic appeal. Three. Charming bedrooms, soft pastels, lace details, and upcycled furniture for a dreamy retreat. Transforming a bedroom into a vintage sanctuary requires a delicate touch and a keen eye for nostalgic details. The magic of a vintage-inspired bedroom lies in its ability to create a peaceful retreat that feels both timeless and personal. Every element should contribute to an atmosphere of romantic tranquility and understated elegance. The essence of vintage bedroom styling, creating romantic spaces. Soft pastel color palettes become the foundation of a dreamy vintage bedroom, creating a soothing and romantic atmosphere. Delicate lace details and embroidered linens add layers of texture and vintage charm. The art of vintage bedroom design lies in creating a space that feels both curated and deeply personal, with each piece telling a story of timeless beauty. Bedroom vintage decor. Must-have products and brands. For those looking to perfect their vintage bedroom aesthetic, several brands offer exceptional pieces. Simply Shabby Chic by Target provides affordable vintage-inspired bedding and accessories. Anthropologie offers unique, vintage-style furniture and decorative pieces. Laura Ashley continues to be a go-to brand for romantic, vintage-inspired textiles. For budget-conscious decorators, IKEA's vintage-inspired collections and HomeGoods' eclectic finds provide excellent options for creating a dreamy vintage retreat. Four. Rustic kitchen elegance. Open shelving, antique finds, and cottagecore-inspired dishware. Bringing the warmth of an English cottage into your kitchen requires a thoughtful approach to design and decoration. The magic of a vintage-inspired kitchen lies in its ability to blend functionality with nostalgic charm. Every element should contribute to a space that feels both lived in and lovingly curated. The art of cottagecore kitchen design. Vintage charm meets functionality. Open shelving becomes a canvas for displaying cherished antique finds and cottagecore-inspired dishware, transforming everyday items into a beautiful visual narrative. The key to achieving this look is in the careful curation of pieces that tell a story and create a sense of warmth and authenticity. Vintage-inspired kitchen design is about creating a space that feels both functional and deeply personal. Styling vintage kitchen spaces, antique finds and nostalgic touches. Mixing vintage elements requires a delicate balance of styles and periods. Antique copper pots, vintage enamelware, and carefully collected dishware become more than just kitchen accessories. They become art pieces that tell a story. The beauty of a vintage kitchen lies in its ability to blend different eras and styles into a cohesive, charming whole. Kitchen vintage decor. Top recommended products and brands. For those seeking to create the perfect vintage kitchen, several brands offer exceptional pieces. Le Creuset provides timeless, vintage-inspired cookware in beautiful colors. Anthropologie offers unique vintage-style kitchen accessories and dishware. Williams-Sonoma excels in classic, vintage-inspired kitchen tools. For budget-friendly options, Target's Hearth and Hand Collection and World Market provide excellent vintage-inspired kitchen decor that doesn't compromise on style or quality. Five, elegant dining spaces. mismatched chairs, delicate table linens, and vintage candle holders. Creating an elegant dining space that captures the essence of vintage charm requires a thoughtful approach to design and curation. The magic lies in the ability to blend different styles, periods, and textures into a cohesive and inviting environment. Each piece should contribute to a narrative of timeless elegance and personal style. The essence of vintage dining room design, mixing styles with grace. Mismatched chairs become a statement of individual style and vintage charm, telling a story of collected pieces and personal history. Delicate table linens add a layer of sophistication and softness to the dining experience. The art of vintage dining room design lies in creating a space that feels both curated and welcoming, where each piece has a purpose and a story. Layering vintage elegance, textures, patterns, and personal touches. Creating depth in a vintage-style dining room involves careful consideration of textures and colors. Vintage candle holders, antique serving pieces, and carefully selected accessories become more than mere decorations. They become conversation starters and pieces of art. The key is to create a space that feels collected over time, with each element contributing to a cohesive vintage narrative. Dining room vintage decor, must-have products and brands. For those seeking to perfect their vintage dining room aesthetic, several brands offer exceptional pieces. Pottery Barn provides beautiful vintage-inspired dining furniture and accessories. Anthropology offers unique, eclectic pieces that add character to dining spaces. Williams-Sonoma excels in classic, vintage-style tableware and serving pieces. For budget-friendly options, HomeGoods and Target's Threshold collection offer excellent vintage-inspired dining room decor that doesn't compromise on style or quality. Conclusion: your vintage journey begins here. Transforming your home with vintage charm is more than just a decorating project. It's a deeply personal journey of self-expression and creativity. Every thrifted find, carefully restored piece, and thoughtfully curated accessory becomes a testament to your unique vision and personal style. The beauty of vintage decor lies not in perfection, but in the stories, memories, and emotions each piece brings to your living space. Embracing the beauty of imperfection, your vintage story. Budget-friendly vintage decorating is an art of possibility, imagination, and personal discovery. It's about seeing potential in forgotten treasures, breathing new life into pre-loved pieces, and creating spaces that feel both timeless and intimately yours. The most beautiful homes are not those with the most expensive items, but those that reflect the heart and soul of those who live within them. A warm invitation to creative expression. Your vintage journey is unique, beautiful, and entirely your own. Whether you're drawn to the soft pastels of Shabby Chic, the rustic charm of Farmhouse style, or the romantic whispers of English cottage decor, remember that true style knows no budget. Open your heart to the possibilities, trust your instincts, and watch as your home transforms into a beautiful personal sanctuary that tells your story, one vintage piece at a time.